Welcome everyone to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I am Steve G, and what we have this time is the Nakamura Awagami or Blue number 1 Bunka 165mm knife. So this knife is all reactive, kind of traditional construction. It's 3 layers. It has the core cutting edge steel down the middle. That's reactive. It is Awagami Blue Paper number 1, and the cladding is soft iron cladding on either side. That cladding does have a kuda-uchi, or what's known as a blacksmith type finish on it, and it looks to me like I think it's got some lacquer on it as well as like a food safe lacquer on the finish. It looks like it does have that. So the knife is all reactive. There's no stainless, semi-stainless, or anything on it. Weight and dimensions are definitely going to vary from knife to knife a little bit since they're hammered and handcrafted. This particular one is at 149 grams or 5.3 ounces. Heat treat should be in the 62 Rockwell range for that particular steel. Handle's just your basic handle that's been around a long time. It is an oval, what's known as magnolia wood or hoe wood, with a plastic resin collar on it. They've definitely put lots of sealer. It's a little sloppy, but there's lots of sealer here on that. So it's definitely sealed up really, really well. You're not going to get anything in there. The handle's kind of raw wood, so some people like to either oil them or put some kind of sealer on them so they don't stain. It's really completely up to you. In terms of the sizes, 165 millimeter on the edge, 6.5 inches on this one. 306 millimeters, or a little over 12 inches total length. These are fairly thick blades that are stiff. It's this particular one, and these can vary quite a bit, but this one's quite thick coming out of the handle, like a little over 4 millimeters. But then once you get past that, it goes right down to about 2.2, so it thins out really quick. And it pretty much just holds that 2.2 all the way. Hit that corner there, that reverse sword tip, and you can see pretty much holds that. The grind is starting right here where the visual line is and goes down to the edge. So the tip's reasonably thin. It's not whisper thin, but it's reasonably thin, so this should work quite well through product. Here's the choil shot. Again, not crazy thin to give a little bit of forgiveness there, a little bit of robustness to it. You'll get some good food separation with that quick transition to the thickness of the blade. And we've got some kind of hammering characteristics to it. Height-wise, it's 47.4 millimeters at the heel, so there's plenty of space for your fingers. They don't have a lot of space here, a gap between the choil and the handle, so I can't really get my full finger in that crook there, but there you go. The handle's very light. The balance point, that's going to help in this case because the knife it's not a very long blade. So the balance point in this case is right about there. Pinch grip wise, it's pretty close. My pinch point's a little in front of that, so it'll be a touch handle heavy, but still pretty neutral. So we'll start on this side for our beauty shot, because this is where the embossed kanji is. So there's your embossed kanji symbols. You can see that some texture here with the hammering. There's your kuda-uchi finish. It does have, I think, some lacquer on it. There's your grind. There's your core steel. Here's the left side of the blade. Against a bit rustic, but you can see some definite hammering patterns there. So if you're looking for something definitely handcrafted, this is something to really look at. Finish-wise, they've done a good job on the spine of taking a little bit of edge off the corners. They've worked a little bit on the choil here, so it's pretty comfortable out of the box. I'll give this a 5, maybe 6 out of 10 on the edge, but I think it's got a little bit of lacquer there, but they did put a decent edge on it. You could definitely get it sharper, but I think it's serviceable out of the box if you want to start with it. Not a problem. Alrighty. Here we go. All right. You can see the tip is very low in relation to the center line. Kind of typical of this style of blade. It's kind of a gentle curve. There's not a lot of flat here, despite it's not a lot of belly, but it's not flat either. I'm not going to get very high without digging the tip in, though. I can get about right in there. About right in there. So this will rock over short stuff, small stuff. but not big stuff. Tip draws would be super easy on it. Not a lot of flat-ish, but that's kind of the profile. They can vary a little bit from knife to knife. That's what this one looks like. Nope, it's going to help if I put it back. Got to finish the video, I almost forgot. So, if you're looking for something, that you want to maybe start sharpening on, this would be a great candidate because it doesn't have a lot of belly to it. Makes it easier to sharpen. Easy to sharpen steel, very handcrafted, traditional-looking blade with some heft to it. This is a candidate for you. This is the Nakamura Awagami, our blue number 1, Bunka 165mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.